Hello my Destiny fam! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I am Mama Marvy.
I'm Papa Dundun.
And welcome to the Destiny fam! In our previous video, we talked about our journey, me and Dadat, and the whole experience giun sa pag-reunited sa That's Me fam. So if wala pa mo naka-watch, you better watch that para relate ang video that we'll be doing this time. What are we going to talk about?
Today, we're going to talk about something hopefully informative because we're going to share kung unsa ang mga requirements or mga processes or procedures kung unsaon pag-obtain of Chinese visa, specifically
the family visa or the S visa.
So, we're going to share with you our experience because mamanta mong gibuhat or may ilang gikuhat for them to able to fly in and be able to come here. So, I hope this video will be helpful for you guys.
Yeah, those who are aspiring flyers in the future nga naay family din sa China, then somehow you will get an insight from this video that we'll be sharing this time.
By the way, a little backgrounder, they arrived here 2022.
Yeah, last year.
Last year, July.
Hi!
Mama, aku, Papa.
Okay, so ang pinakauna niyong buhaton sa di pa mo mag-sugod o kolekta sa inyong requirements is
always check the website.
Ang ilang website, guys, is very reliable. And that time when I was collecting or compiling my requirements, dito ko nagkuha sa ilaha. And take note, that was COVID time. So for sure, nagyo changes. And for you to get reliable and updated information, check the website all the time.
Alright. So, under family visa, naiduha ka klase, we have the S1 and the S2. So, naakay option whether you would go for S1 or you would go for S2. But the question is, what's the difference between the two?
For S1 visa is for those family members who wish to stay with you for more than 180 days. And that's why it's called a dependent visa because it will be attached to your permit once you convert siya dili na abot sa mainland. Ang S2 on the other hand is for family members who will stay or who wish to stay with you for less than 180 days. And that's why on the website ila silang gitawag og family visitor visa. So man ang kalian, guys. The only difference is the number of stays, the number of days they will stay here in China with you.
Okay. Very well explained, Papa. So, what are those documents and the requirements? The details that we will be sharing with you this time are those on the website and the ones that we prepared like personally based on our own experience.
You have to make sure that you have a valid passport for at least 6 months beyond your intended entry to China.
The visa application form, inyo nang buhaton siya online, which is maagto mo sa ilahang China online visa application website. And then, ingani ang forma sa ilang website, you just have to choose kung asa ang continent, ang country, or even ang city kung asa mo apply nga consulate. And then once naana mo dito, mag-generate siya og application ID which is usually 19 digits. And you have to take note of this kay mama inyong gamiton kung magbalik ko ninyo ang inyong information or application form kung di niyo mahuman. And then, ang ilahasang website na siya 10-page form nga inyong fill outan from personal information to education hangtod sa travel history information.
For passport photos, you need to secure a very recent one within 6 months, white background size 48mm by 33mm. Not exactly the same as passport size, so you better follow as indicated.
there was no official form provided by the website for the invitation letter, but we found something online and I'm gonna gigamit because it's in tabular form and it has both an English, Chinese and English labels and instructions. But important thing is once it's filled out, you have it stamped by the school. As you can see, there's a picture of my residence permit and it's proof that I am legally documented and I'm allowed to stay in China. This is a required document for inviting a family member pangari diri sa China.
Proof of kinship that includes marriage certificate and birth certificates or other documents that prove the relationship between the inviting person and the invitee. And take note, first have them authenticated by the Department of Foreign Affairs or DFA, then the Chinese consulate.
Mutana mo ganong kinahanglan ang Chinese visa nga na-issue ninyo before? Well, there are various reasons gano siya. And one of that would be, of course, your verification of your travel history. Another one is, of course, a supporting document. And finally, it should be for the security purposes.
Okay, before applying for a family visa, I used to have or I've been issued with the working visa before. That is why I need to provide a copy of the Z visa that I have.
And since si Marvi ang applicant, so the embassy will need a photocopy of the previously issued Chinese visa that she has.
Once you email the embassy for visa application, you'll need to indicate there the tentative date of departure, flight number, point of departure, for example, Manila, Cebu, Davao, point of arrival, for example, Chinese city with international airport like Shanghai, Guangzhou, Beijing, and Hangzhou. Then, intended place of residence. But please take note, we were advised to secure the flight ticket last. Siguro that time COVID, so limited and mahal ang flight. They just ask for flight itinerary instead of confirmed booking. So since si Donald ang inviting individual, nag-provide siya og copy sa iyang bank statement gikan sa bangko nga gamit sa iyang payroll. This is not really required but as a supporting document.
Kani nga mga documents, wala gina siya mention sa Chinese website, but para kusog or strong gina mo ang application nga di gina mabaribaran or strawable gid siya, amo na siyang giandam. In my case, I asked the school's permit, ang copy, ang akong COE, ug ang information sa akong work permit. And this, if you can see mo akong lista, and kaning mga naay me nga naka-label mo na ang mga documents nga akong gi-prepare diri, then ako nang gipang send dito ni Marvy ang original documents too.
Okay guys, so let's say that you completed all the requirements and you have accomplished all the documents that they ask from you. What is the next thing to do? Well, that is to email the embassy, attach all the digital copies of the requirements that they ask.
The next email you can get from them sa embassy will be a confirmation email. And the confirmation email will state kung unsa inyong date, kung nasa mo appear sa embassy in person, together with the documents nga naa ninyo. That means the documents that the inviting person sent to Pinas, like what I did, ang mga documents nga akong gi-send to Marvy, and the documents nga gi-prepare ni Marvy in Pinas. So, as proof, mani ako ang
Confirmation email.
Like, siguro sakto gid ang ibot o mga kay I emailed them on the 5th, and then I got a reply on the 6th.
So just one day process.
But usually it's around 2 to 3
days.
business days or working days. And when you went there, what did you do?
I brought all the hard copies of every documents that we sent and we uploaded online. And then they validate everything. There were a little bit of Q&A portion. I had the biometric after. And then after the biometric, which took me like around 2 minutes, they gave me that claim stub. And that indicated as to the date when I would come back and get back the passport with the visa in it already.
So I have a question, Mama. Like if you were given the claim slip or the claim stub, as you said, is it an assurance that you already have, or is your visa is approved or will be approved, or there's a possibility for it to be rejected or denied?
Oh, that's a good question. It was my first time to apply for family visa. So at that time, I was not so certain. When I got the claim stamp, I was not so certain if it's approved or not. But I just came back as to that date nga ilang gihatag para mag-pick up sa passport. So I was not like 100% certain. But after that experience also nga, diha ako'y nakauban, and then right there and there, wala na kumpleto ang iyang requirements. Wala po siya nakapasar sa interview. So, giingnan siya sa officer nga mo balik once the requirements is completed. Then, that means wala siya nakaproceed sa biometric or wala po siya nakadawat sa claim stub. Well, in my case, I got the biometric and then they give also that claim stub. So, now I can tell that whenever you finish the biometric and you receive that claim stub, that is certain and definite that you will have your visa and
Approved.
visa approved. You just have to wait for the date when will it be released.
Okay. So we're not scaring you guys. It's just siguro ang possibility of being rejected sa inyong application is only a matter of requirements. So as long as the requirements are complete, then you should be good to go.
Yeah.
Alright guys, there you have it. Now here's good visa requirements for applying a Chinese visa, especially
Family visa.
is S1 visa in
The
China.
S1 visa.
And we hope nga makatabang ni sa inyo sa inyong pag-apply
Yeah.
to be reunited with your family member in China.
Yeah. And that's me Fam wants to say good luck,
Good luck.
for the whole process, and definitely it would be successful.
Yes.
Bye for
Bye-bye.
now.